Here is John 14 verses 7 to 11 from the New International Version, NIV, of the Bible. 7 If you really know me, you will know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. 8 Philip said, Lord, show us the Father and that will be enough for us. 9 Jesus answered, Don't you know me, Philip, even after I have been among you such a long time? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, Show us the Father? 10 Don't you believe that I am in the Father, and that the Father is in me? The words I say to you I do not speak on my own authority. Rather, it is the Father, living in me, who is doing his work. 11 Believe me when I say that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe on the evidence of the works themselves. Expounding on John 14 verses 7 to 11. This passage captures a dialogue between Jesus and his disciple, Philip, as well as the broader group of his disciples, about the intimate relationship between Jesus and the Father. The themes in this passage touch upon the divinity of Jesus, the unity between the Father and the Son, and the call to believe based on Jesus' works. Knowing Jesus means knowing the Father. In verse 7, Jesus makes the profound statement that by knowing him, the disciples also know the Father. He asserts that in his person, the nature and character of God the Father are revealed. Philip's plea in Jesus' response, Philip, perhaps not fully grasping what Jesus has said, asks him to show them the Father. His request can be seen as a longing for a tangible, visible display of God. However, Jesus responds by emphasizing that seeing him is tantamount to seeing the Father. Jesus acts as the perfect reflection and representation of God on earth. Unity between the Father and the Son, verses 10 and 11 delve deeper into the unity between Jesus and the Father. Jesus underscores that his words and works are not independent but are the result of the Father working through him. This unity goes beyond just purpose or mission, it is an intrinsic oneness of being. The evidence of Jesus' works, Jesus acknowledges that believing in such profound truths can be challenging. He then appeals to his miracles and works as evidence of his divinity and his unique relationship with the Father. The miracles Jesus performed were not just random acts of power but were signs pointing to his identity and mission. In summary, John 14 verses 7 to 11 offers a deep insight into the mystery of the Trinity, particularly the relationship between Jesus and the Father. Jesus emphasizes his divinity, his unity with the Father, and presents his works as evidence for his claims. The passage calls readers to a deepened faith, one that recognizes Jesus as the visible image of the invisible God.